Hello, and welcome to a really laid-back game, Dorf Romantik. I've played it on the channel before. It's something exciting. All you have to do in this game, it's high octane as it is kind of like Carcassonne, a board game if you play it. You just have to play tiles, and you're hoping to have those tiles match. And if you can complete tasks, like we'll see by putting this first tile here, Biome unlocked, Blossom. Also, there's been a whole bunch of updates. That's the reason I'm back in it. Okay, Enchanted. Then what we can do is we can complete those missions by doing things like this. This needs to have 9+ trees. This one here has to have 5+ trees. If I put it in this place, you can see that a couple of things line up. And boom, we'll have extra tiles added to our board. And you can see all the different tiles in our thing. Different biomes work in different ways. It's kind of neat, okay? Now, the next thing is, like, you can see you would fail things. Like here, if I were to put these cities up against this wall, they're not an extending level of cities, so you would never be able to complete this task, and it would mark it as an X. The last very big thing, and the reason why this becomes chill and you don't just play it very quickly, is because if you put a tile down and there's a matching side, it gives you some points, and that's fine. But if you put a tile down and it makes it complete a tile, so that every single tile beside it is perfect. So if we put a flat plains tile here, we'll get a free +1 tile just because. It's amazing that you can get. It's incredible. It's quite something, okay, that you can get the +1 move. It keeps you in the game so much longer than you'd ever imagine. So you can see here, we'll start putting this here, and as we play, it's going to get more complicated. Like, what are we going to put in there? How are we going to do this? And then later on, it'll add, you can see here coming up, rivers and train tracks, all kinds of interesting tiles. Here, with it, we can do this. That'll complete a whole bunch of things. And we're just here to hang out. We're here to chill. We'll see how much of a reception there is to the game. This is a perfect opportunity for that satisfying. The perfect. Give me some plus. So very good. And now we have like some grain tiles over here. Pretty interesting. I don't want to get ourselves into trouble by putting a river into this area here. And you can see I can't even put this tile here. There's no rotation that would even allow the river to fit. Put the river over here, it would ruin that forest. We could put it over here. For now, this seems like the safest to me. Gives us a lot of river directions to work with. And unfortunately, this plains tile has nothing. There's no way that I can put it down that will not conflict with other things. So we can put it here for now. And that also means that, though the worst part about this, is that this tile here, this forest tile, will also not be able to be completed perfectly. Because both of them will always have that permanent kind of defect, we'll call it. This is interesting if it wasn't for the grain. This is interesting. There is a flat plains tile here. And because this tile is already ruined, I'm actually kind of happy with this idea. That works out. Now you can see here we have a field. We've got city, like housing. It's kind of nasty, to be honest. It's not really a great tile. But we can expand off in this direction. It's really good to have giant structures of grain and housing and forests, because some future challenges will require you to have many of them. Like, it kind of keeps scaling up. And like here, for instance, we could be in a good spot for expanding this grain mission. But for now, let's just make this a nice, perfect little thing here. This is water in every direction is kind of nice, except it's considered a plains tile. So we don't love that so much. It needs to get up to 2 more waters. Some rail, get us out of here. 5, and this one's a little bit tricky because it's in every direction, so we can't put it here without ruining that. So just put it over there, enjoy ourselves. Big flat plains tile. We could open ourselves up to have a lot more options in the future. This would conflict with the trees, as you can see. So we can do that for now. This here would work on one side and perfectly on this side. So we'll take that. And once again, this here, look, see, because of that flat plains tile, I kind of like it like this. Very, very good. And this is kind of closing off this field, but for now, I don't mind it. We're getting more tiles added to our baggie. We can add the city here in a really good way. That's going to work with every tile it's touching and instantly complete. Another water mission. Sure, we can do that for now. Water's very flexible, so it's feels rough sometimes to play it out like that, but this is like perfect. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Here they come, baby. The perfection train. Now this isn't perfect because of the freaking trees. Doesn't have any grain. This tile might be forced into non-perfection. I could put it over here. If that's the only way. Because this gets a little too complicated with housing and trees and everything else. It just kind of gets a little bit messy. We could just build it off like this. Start a whole new housing area for the future. Because this right now isn't that complicated of a tile, and we do have water nearby. So let's just keep this one chilling. It makes the railroad a little bit tricky because if our railroad doesn't come with trees attached, there won't really be a solution for us. Is there a rotation for you? There is. Okay, I like that. It keeps our forest growing. Ooh, is this... Oh, that's almost something. See how it has the forest and it has the grain? But there's just... I don't have a way of putting it in that would keep everyone happy, unfortunately. And, like, there's nothing against us starting, like, a new water feature. But over here, we have bonuses if we can make it stay water. So let's go ahead and we can start, like, kind of a new, like, coastline over here for now. Okay, a city with some trees. We've already kind of got that over here. I kind of want to just make sure that our main big clump of cities stays massive so that we can keep growing it in the future. So this is the problem with this railroad. Right now it has no way of connecting in a way that doesn't hurt us. This would almost be perfect, but you can see the trees are now the problem. And there's no real way to add it in that's perfect. But sometimes you just cut your losses, right? You go, this one water tile is going to be ruined. But, like, we don't have to yet. And because we don't have to, let's not. This forest needs to grow to something quite large. We can start it here and append it onto this. A big plains tile. We could just add it over here. Kind of growing off of these. Or we can put it over here. I kind of like it down here. All right, now this, we do have a city over here that has some grain, but it's gonna conflict with something else. It's not a double city, and because of the water feature nearby, I think that's kind of looking to get us into trouble. In fact, I think this tile is very problematic. It's probably best to just build it off something new, but with this river coming through, I really don't want to ruin it. And I want to keep the city able to grow. This is going to limit the city growth. But for now, it works, so fine. This forest here works very good. Another perfect tile. Ugh. Almost. Had me excited. This works though. We can close off that one little bit of feature. And let's see here. That's pretty well as good as it's going to get for us. Couple of perfect tiles. Lovely. Now this works pretty well to connect our water. And a big forest. If I put it here, it ruins this. But it's the only way I can connect it to our big forest. So I guess I'm going to have to take a hit here on 3 tiles. Or we start a new forest over here. But I don't think that's the right call. I think we have to take a hit. It was ambitious, okay? We knew it was ambitious. We did what we could. This is something I like. That closes off this field and that forest in a way that I like. And this is what I'm talking about. A big housing district. We could put it like this. And that gives us even more opportunities to keep growing the city out. So let's do that. This one, again, almost something. We can just build little housing groups, though. That's fine. And this forest can stay very large. A river with some housing. I mean, right now that's still perfect, so let's keep it going, baby. A field here. And honestly, let's make sure we don't get into that position again with the forest. Let's make it so that we can keep expanding it in many, many directions. Is this what we wanted? Oh my god, this tile works! That's so satisfying. This is what I'm talking about. Continuing the housing would be nice as well. Make sure the housing keeps growing. Need another big water feature. Now, we could do that with the trees here. And we only need 4 more water now. A 6-length track. We don't have a great place to start it. But if we turn it like this, then we might be able to reconnect it back here. Also, this here is a fun ocean track that can work out very well with rail in the future. I think for now we can just kind of... Well, we could squander it. But also, it might make it easier to connect this rail in the future. So let's just put it near the rail for now. Okay. I think this makes a lot of sense. We close off this little city structure and make it so that any pure forest tiles can continue to get put down over here. We do need to connect these forests for them to count. It only needs 1 more tree too. Wow, look at that. Wow. Okay, some housing. Much field. This is almost something if it wasn't for this one tile here. But that tile's still perfect, so... Didn't I ruin one of the tiles in here? I can't remember which one, if I did. We only have 1 housing connection, so a lot of these tiles are just not going to work with it. I think it'd be much safer to just, well... we can start a new field over here. That's fine. A through lane of trees. Okay. Okay, we can keep building that one out. That's fine for now. This is mostly a field. Even though there's forest all around it, this is basically a field tile. Like as in a plains with a little touch of field. House and forest, but on the wrong sides. Forest, house, and forest, wrong sides. House and forest, wrong sides. Apparently I've created a disaster of house forest on the wrong side. What about... I don't want to make this rail any harder to build out on. And I don't want to cut off that city. So for now, we'll just build this out. Now this works pretty well. I want to make sure that it's the connected side of the city is the predominant one. No, that's too many cities. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, you. That is actually enough to get this kind of completed. Get some perfects coming. A lot of housing here with a little bit more tree. That works perfectly right there for now and still has opportunity to grow. So I like that a lot. This is a decent field, but it would connect everything out further. It would limit our ability to expand it, but I kind of like that. It makes a couple of perfects. Oh, no, this isn't gonna work in there. This is almost enough to go in there. That's gonna sort so much out if we can make that happen. The little bits of glee from just a tile well placed. You know, let's just finish off this little city structure. I like forcing myself to connect to this, but I'm not sure that it's the most sane decision. But for now, we can do it. Okay. Housing with fields. Okay, this is the field that died on us. And by died on us, I mean I messed it up. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, let's just... Sure. Let's give ourselves the opportunity to succeed. Okay, this is going to take 2 grain over here in the future. This does work for now. Oh, building out that grain is going to be a disaster. I didn't realize that one. Oh, I can do an undo. Perfect. Because this like needs to get extended on the main fields. Because we need to connect that in there. All right, this rail line to grow longer. I mean, I don't hate it. It's not really fitting for us, but might be hard to finish that one off. Okay, a mega city center. I like building it over here. It's not connected to the main city, but it is now going to have to be, which is something I want. All right, mostly field with a little bit of grain. Let's go. Okay. All right, mega city again. A little scary. Put it out to there. Forest with a little spot. We could connect a lot of forest doing this. Make sure we can keep growing it. This is something I want. Isn't a beautiful place for it though. If I did it like this, though, that would leave some room to grow it. I didn't realize this tile was coming. Maybe was there something different I would have done? There's no city on it. What if I place for the next tile to go, which is what I'm worried about. It needs to have a lot of tiles. It needs to be exactly 16 though, which can be tricky. Because like if this were to connect over here, it would fail. So it could be a side project, I guess. We could make it a side project for now. And then over here, we could give it a lot of opportunity to grow. This would work, but it's all plains, so it would conflict. So let's just keep it to what works. This is like as good as this one's gonna get, I think. I don't think we can wait for the perfect tile for this spot, unfortunately. So I'm gonna do this one and kind of move on. House in a field, but on the wrong sides. House in a field, but on the wrong sides. Field and a house? Yeah, okay, we can do that for now. Many trees. Not loving it. Not loving it. I really wouldn't mind appending it over here, but we're gonna run into problems, I can tell you that. This can work for now. Growing the city in a perfect little way. There's no plains for you, so that would be bad. But this does the mega connection, which I was hoping for earlier. All forest all day. Complete forest tile. I guess that's gonna have to go out here. Mostly plains. A couple places in here that are mostly plains that we're looking for. Almost in there as well. We could do here, but I really don't want to interfere with those those field tiles. I mean, 2 is the most we're gonna get right now. A lot of empty plains with the railroad tracks. We could build one out of here. Keep that kind of going. That works as well. And here we could even... There's river coming up, which is interesting. Almost! This tree and field just need to be a little bit more separated. Tree and field are on the wrong sides. A little bit of tree field action there. I mean, that fits, so I think we should go for it. Now here, see if the house was 1 over. Oh man, what a joke! What a sin that is. Don't want to curve it in that way. I think we just 1 sec. Tree and a Y. Unfortunately, that tree would go there. It's not gonna like that. If I do this, though... 1 sec. Where does that go? No. We'll just, we'll open it up kind of like this. Then that would break stuff. What if I did... No, that would make things much worse. I don't know if I believe in this tile placement that I've done. We could just lock it in kind of like this. And then try and create opportunities for the river to double back. Okay, what do we got here? Anytime you can connect across, you gotta consider whether or not you wanna bite the bullet on that tile. Again, there's some wheat and stuff in here. Doesn't quite work. I think that we can just keep growing this area. Yeah, okay. Actually, arguably, if we did this, wouldn't that be... Oh, it's almost perfect. Sure. For now, that is perfect, so we can keep... Oh, is that the 2 house? Oh, no, we need 3 house. Oh, field. I thought we finally had this tile. I'm so excited for it. Oh, man. Dorf Romantik and Chill is the realist. Get so excited for such small, simple things. But I mean, it's exciting. What if that was the tile, you know? Keep almost getting something. If this field and house were reversed, that would be a good spot. No trees on it. I don't want to mess with this river anymore. Like, it's so messed up already. And then the field and house is messed up there. Oh man, give me shelter here. All right, let's do something like this. Allow us to build out that field a little bit more. Okay, maybe we have to bite the bullet at this point. I don't know. This is an interesting piece, though. If it wasn't for the that house, and this one here is almost nice enough. I guess it gives us a lot of options. Giving up on this tile might be needed. Because that works out. It just works, you know. This here is like perfect. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And then 5 tiles exactly of grain farms by putting that one down. Lovely little flags. Oh yeah, and then if you can close... And then if we can close it, it makes it even happier. Yeah. Okay, mostly forest with a little bit of field. No open plains. I mean, that looks good other than the frickin' housing. That looks good, but the grain is on the wrong side. I mean, this is okay. I didn't really see much more going on for us, so I figure that's probably the best. It's for the best. So do this. That little forest in there is going to make that hard, isn't it? The water feature isn't so bad. Doesn't have any trees on it, though. Guess we do this, because we have a river... Oh, no, that's a rail line. Ugh. Whatever. I don't want to kill this tile, but I guess the game really wants me to. I guess for now, we should just connect into either of these locations. And if we had a tree tile, we'd go for it. This is really compelling. It's going to ruin a lot of tiles, though, I think. But it's also going to perfect, too. So that's something we're going to have to be willing to deal with. 16 houses exactly. On a mega house location. We can start over here. Okay, this might be an example of when to bite a bullet. Whole bunch of trees. So yeah, that needs housing. River and housing, Couple more perfect tiles. Okay, it's fine. It's cool. We can't get all perfect, but like we're working it. Extending this rail line would make people happy. This breaks the tree convention. It also conflicts with our city hellscape, but one step at a time. So are we willing to give up on our plant stuff in order to go for other plant stuff? I mean, I really don't want to. And we don't have to yet, so we can continue to pray. That's almost nice. And that's the good thing about these little rails at sea, right? Is that you can build off of them in interesting ways. Like even here you can build back. Though this is finally one with a forest tile on it. Unfortunately, the forest tile is on the opposite diagonal. If it was down to here, we'd be perfect. So we might actually put it there. We could put it here. Yeah, that works out. Water with some grain. I don't want to conflict with our city, but at the same time, kind of looks nice, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Mostly field with some tree. That works out so well without working at all. Tree and house, though, I'm pretty sure tree house is a long-term issue of ours. Like, we could put it in here. It's just, when do you give up on a dream? Right, I don't want to make this rail any harder, though. Let's put it where it can be perfect. This forest is a little complicated. Why'd you go ahead and make things so complicated? It's almost nice there. And we could just do it like this. Keep that forest growing. Keeps being a lot of almost here. Like this is house, and then the tree is on the wrong side. My word. It works here too, actually. Okay, we'll get on board with that. Exactly 6 wooders. It's kind of what this area is all about, isn't it? Isn't it? I mean, we could do it in a lot of ways, but For now over here. 29 plus. It does want some tree. It wants almost half tree. Which is not actually something I can easily accommodate. We could just ruin a bunch of tiles and put it in there. Or we could come back over here and just grow in an interesting way. Okay, how the turntables. With forest on the correct side, it's gonna make this tile a nightmare, but it works for now. House and field. Needs a lot of house and field. House trees. Pure house. I mean, 2's as good as it's getting right now. Lake with trees. Oh, but no housing. Okay, keep making this one bigger. Trees with some grain. It's mostly been what we've been doing over here. And oh my god, that's a 5-sided fit with a perfect finish. We keep getting 2 city sides, but not 3. It doesn't feel like. Unfortunate. Could just build it out here, though. We almost could build it out over here as well. You know what? Let's build out this city. We said we'd do it forever ago. Put another cap on you. And then this allows you to keep growing. You get a bunch of points for eventually closing these off completely, I think. But we're just going to keep building out this major forest as long as we can. Because eventually we'll be given another objective to go even bigger, I have no doubt. If it wasn't for the tree missing, that would be really cool. We can go that way with it. Another rail, this time with many requirements. I think there's an argument to be made that we should go this way and give ourselves a lot of options for closing this rail off in a way. Maybe that's dumb, actually, because it's going to give us fewer ways of expanding the rail in the future. So we have to do that for now. Keep our options open. So what sides need trees here? You just need a one-side tree, all else not tree. You are looking pretty good. Couple perfects. Let's go. A wee bit of field. A wee bit. A single field. Unfortunately, we need like single tree here and single tree there, I'm realizing. We don't want to make too many tiles that need the exact same thing. For now, though, so 4 fitting piece, lots of tree. This almost works so good, except for that. Almost works very well there. It's tree on either end, right? Yeah, it's tree on either end. This one might be worth sacrificing a tile. Because I actually like the idea of connecting these two fields. You know what? If we don't have to sacrifice a tile, let's not. That's the real deal here. We can make this work. We can make it work. Okay, big city with some open plains. And we need exactly 3 more here. Now, that's interesting. Do we want to add this to the mega city? 95 plus. That needs 16 and that needs 75. Yeah, let's add you to the mega city. We could even do it this way. I'm not convinced that's the best move. I guess eventually we have to make it so we need a perfect tile for something. Well, unless you build it from the inside, which is what we should be doing. I kind of like closing us off from the river, though. That seems kind of important. So that's another perfect tile. City with grain in the center. We had a lot of that going on early on, but we've kind of resolved it. This is the broken tile. Almost something here. Are we relaxed? Are we having a good time right now? I can't tell. Like I'm having a good time. I'm relaxed. But I'm also got my eyes open. I'm watching you. Did we do it? Yes. Oh. Oh. That little whoa. And this, look at this tile right there. That's nice. That's so nice. Oh, houses across instead of houses ripping through. Good to know. This could go there. 2 houses. That's too many for you. Trees and houses are what you guys are all about. Let's make sure this can keep growing forevermore. A little bit of field, mostly houses. It does break a perfect tile. I really don't want to break perfect tiles, but I can't add you guys over here. It'll make 2 perfect tiles though, so we're gonna have to do it. Sometimes it's the greater good, you know? That works. Mostly field with a bit of forest. A little too much field. Same thing here, a little too much. But this tile is already broken, so breaking it again only hurts the new tile, which I'm okay with. Oh, not enough field for you, unfortunately. Close. Close. Well, we should work on the field up here, presumably, because it's the one that has 2 missions associated with it. Not that we've like really lost many tiles. We've been doing very well for getting perfect so far. Field and some forest that we want to have water with in the future. I mean, we could just chill out and put it here. We could just turn this baby away. I think we just peel this waterway away for now. Okay, mostly field. Obviously that gets us looking over here. A little bit of forest. Gets us looking into here. Doesn't quite connect how we need it to. We have a lot of double tree connections in this area, it would seem. So we need singles. That does work. It's gonna make this rail quasi impossible here in the future, but for now. out of 5 perfects. Oh my god. The best you can do is 7 in a single placement. But like, look at this. Let's just zoom out and look at what we've created here. What a lovely, lovely landscape. This is the primary cardinal direction that we've been kind of working with. And let me just zoom in just a little bit. Get my camera in this little nook here. But like, isn't that nice? Isn't that something special? So far, like, we've been through this, through the thick and the thin. We've been loving life. The beautiful water expanding kind of out and in. We know we have something in here. Very good. A 6 field, by the way. Problem with that rail line, though. We really don't want to lock that in. Oh, man. What a lovely, lovely game and time that I'm having with it. This is so good. I hope you're enjoying. I'm going to cut this first episode here. I was aiming for 30 minutes. We didn't hit that. But I hope you feel relaxed. This is like ASMR tile placement. It's just, do you hear the music? Do you hear the relaxing? It's something special. It's something special. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.